myself Parmala. Today we are going to discuss about the concept computer arithmetic. In our previous session we discussed about the pointers. What is a pointer? What are the types of pointers we have? How to declare a pointer? How to initialize a pointer? With some examples we discussed, right? Now in this session we are going to discuss about the arithmetic, pointer arithmetic. Arithmetic means we know the arithmetic operations. What are they? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and all. Then if it is an ordinary variable like an integer, float and all, easily we can perform addition of two numbers, multiplication, division, subtraction and all easily. For suppose I given a assignment to you that find the sum of 721 and 1029. Can you do it? Yes, we can. Because it is a simple integer value, easily we can perform the addition of those. But coming to here, how such arithmetic operations will perform on a pointer? What is the need of discussing about the pointer arithmetic separately? Because pointer stores an address, not a value. Remember, pointer stores the address of something, address of a variable. Yes or no? Yes. Pointer means which stores the address. Then how can we add two addresses? How we can perform an addition operation, subtraction, multiplication and all on an address? That we will discuss here in the pointer arithmetic. Now see one by one. In this pointer arithmetic, here these are the following operations we will perform on it. One is nothing but increment operation, decrement operation, addition operation, subtraction and comparison. Usually on pointers, means on address, we perform these operations: increment, decrement, addition, subtraction and comparison. Now say about one by one. Coming to the increment operation. What is incrementing? Means adding one to it or to it. What is the value it is having? Just increasing its value is called as increment operation. How to perform this increment operation on a pointer? Now see here. Incrementing the pointer by 1. Usually increment. In operators concepts we have a special operator called increment decrement operator. What is increment decrement operator? What is increment operator there? That increment operator is represented with plus plus. Plus plus means which increments the value of it by 1 only. Yes or no? Assume the value of A as 5 and here just I am performing an increment operation on A. Then what will be the value of A finally? The value of A will be incremented by 1 and it becomes 6, which equal to A equal to A plus 1. So increment operation means in general the value of that will be incremented by 1. Similarly, here also increment operation on the pointer means it will be incremented by 1, means immediately it moved to the next location. Right? Immediately it moved to the next location. See, this is the syntax to perform pointer increment. What is the syntax? Here it generates a new address. Why it generate a new address? Assume this is a memory location we have. This is the computer memory. Assume now the pointer is here at the location 11236. When we increment that pointer, it will be incremented by 1, means it moved to the immediate next location. Immediate next location, not the before, right? Whatever the next location is there, immediately it moves to the next. Means the pointer address will be modified. Like here, initial value of A is 5. After performing the increment operation on it, value of A will be modified with the new one. Right? So, 5 will be substituted with the new value 6. Similarly, when we move the pointer or when we increment the pointer, it moves to the next location and that address will be updated in that pointer variable. So, the new address will be generated by that the current address plus I into size of the data type. I into size of the data type. What is I and what is the size of the data type? Size of is nothing but an operator which is used to identify the size of a data type or the size of a variable or something. If we declare an integer variable, then size of int means depends on the operating system. It may take 2 bytes or 4 bytes. So, I into, what is I here? How many times you want to perform increment? Is it 1 time or 2 times or 3 times or 4 times? So, how many times represents how many times you want to perform the increment? That will be represented with I. If you want to perform 1 time, so 1. If you want to perform twice, then it is 2 into the size of the data type. If you are performing an integer pointer increment operation, if it is a 32-bit, it takes 2 bytes. If it is a 64, it takes 4 bytes of memory. So, 1 into 4. So, it moves to 4 locations that will be added to the current address. I, which represents the pointer, get incremented. Now, if you take a 32-bit operating system, here the size of integer is considered as 2 bytes. If it is a 64-bit, it takes 4 bytes of memory to store an integer value. Now, see an example to this. We know that stdio we should write first, standard input output header file, followed by the main function, and now we declared here an integer variable. The name of that variable is number, which is initialized to 50. The value of this number is considered as 50. Now, here we declared a pointer variable. Which pointer it is? Single pointer. Okay, single pointer. Now, we are pointing it. How we are pointing? P equal to ampersand number. So, once we declare a variable like that, some block of memory is reserved to store the value of number. So, this is the location used to store the value of the number as 50. So, this is the address of that location. And to store this address, this is the pointer variable P, which can store the address of that number. It is in the location y. Right? Now, just we are printing that value. What we are printing? Percentage U P. Observe it clearly. This is percentage U and we are printing here P. In our previous sessions, in the previous programs, just we printed star P. Star P is different, P is different. P means what is the value of P that will be displayed. Value of P is nothing but address of that number. Star P means value of that number, right? So, P means which address it stored, that address will be displayed to us. And we incremented here the pointer P equal to P plus 1. P equal to P plus 1. What is P? Nothing but the address. Assume here the address has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1. Plus 1 means, is it gives 1, 2, 3, 4, 6? No, because we are using an integer pointer. So, the size of integer is, if it is a 32-bit, it takes 2 bytes of memory. If it is a 64, it takes 4 bytes. So, this is the program I executed in a 64-bit processor. So, here the integer size is considered as 4 bytes. Clear? So, it will be incremented by plus 1 means, as we have seen in our previous slide, this syntax of it. That syntax is address, present address plus I into size of data type. Just substitute the respective values in this. It gives the new address to us. What is the address here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the present address plus I. I means how many times we are incrementing this? 1 time. So, 1 into size of the data type. Size of which one it is? Int. Size of int. How much it gives? My processor here it is 64. So, size of the int is considered as 4 bytes. Means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 4, which gives 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Right? See here, this is the example. For approximation, I considered that address. Even you execute the program for number of times, the same address may not be given to us, because that depends on the availability of the memory. Now, this address location may be available. When you execute the same program next time, it may assign a new address to that variable. So, address may be changed for each execution. Right? Don't consider all the times it should give the same result, because the address of the variable depends on the availability of the memory. All the times that location may not be available. Now I am executing, so that memory location is reserved to store that value. After completing that execution, the location will be released, the data will be removed from that, and that location will be used for some other purpose by the processor. Clear? So, for each execution, the result may change, but the increment will be plus 4 for one cycle, one increment. Now see, the output of it. When we are printing this is the output. Address of P. So, 3000. When we increment it by 1, after incrementing, when we try to print the value of P, after incrementing, then observe the result. How much it was incremented? 30004. Before incrementing it is 000. After incrementing it becomes 4004. Means because here we use a 64-bit processor, that's why integer size of the integer is considered as 4 byte. It was incremented by 4. Clear? Now say about the decrement operation on the pointer. As we seen in the increment operation of the pointer, likewise here we have a decrement operation. Increment means just it increment the value, decrement means a decrement int. In operators we have a decrement operation that will be represented with a minus minus. If the value of a I considered as 5, and when I try to decrement the value of a, it will be represented like this, a minus minus. By default, decrement operation means it will be decremented by 1, which equal to a equal to a minus 1, which becomes 4. By default, in general, decrement the value of it by 1. If you want to do it more, then those many times we can decrement it. So, like increment, here we have a decrement operation. It will be pointed to the previous location. In increment operator, it moves to the next location. Just we are incrementing, right? Incrementing means it moves to the next. Decrement means it moves back. Clear? Nothing but it moves to the previous location, immediate previous location. Now this is the syntax to perform the decrement operation. The syntax of the increment is similar to that, except the symbol minus. Right? What is the syntax? The new address equal to present address, nothing but the current address minus current address minus I into the size of I into C, the symbol here, minus I into the size of data type, right? I into size of data type. What is I? How many times you want to perform the decrement operation on it? Is it one time or twice or thrice? That we need to represent as I. And based on the data type, is it integer or a float or void or something, right? Now see, like the previous, for 32-bit, the size of integer is considered as 2 bytes. For 64-bit, the size of it is considered as the 4 bytes. In our data types concepts, we have the size of integer, float, double, char in 32-bit as well as in 64-bit. There we discussed clearly the size of all the data types and its range also. Now see the example of a decrement operation on pointer. Okay, good. We started with stdio and main function. Followed by that, we declared a number of integer type with a value 50. Yes, we have an integer variable. The name of that variable is considered as number and we assigned 50 to it. Now we are declaring a pointer variable star p, which is nothing but a single pointer variable, because only one asterisk mark we have there. And then p equal to address of that number, means yes, we are pointing that. Which one we are pointing? That integer variable number. So p equal to address of number. Now means this is the number and it is having the value 50 and some address location is there. This number we are pointing with the variable p, which is having some another location, suggested points. So address of that number is stored in this. Now just we are printing the address of p, means which address is stored in the p, nothing but the value of p, just we are printing here. Value of p is nothing but xxx. X is nothing but the address of this number. After that we are decrementing it. Just for reference purpose, first we printed the value of p, later we are decrementing it. So p equal to p minus 1. P equal to p minus 1, which gives the new address. What is the syntax we have to decrement the values? New address equal to current address plus current address minus I into size of the data type. What data type we considered here? Integer. So size of integer. Nothing but I equal to one time only we are doing here the decrement into here all these executions are on a 64-bit processor. So the size of int is considered as 4. So minus 4. So current address minus 4 will give the present address or the new address. If it is a float type, then that respective value will be considered. If it is a character type, then the respective size. So based on the type what we are using here, int, float, char or something, the size of that will be considered based on that. So p equal to p minus 1. So just here print the value of p after decrement. In this printf statement, just we printed the output, the value of p before performing the decrement operation, and in this printf statement we are printing after decrement. This is before and this is after decrement. Just see here the output of it. Address of p, the value nothing but the content what is stored in the p variable is, assume this as 3214864300 or 4 zeros. Means this is here. The output of this first printf statement is this. And then it is performed p equal to p minus 1 means decrement operation. So p equal to what is p? 321486430000 minus how much it is? 4. As we already calculated, how we got here the 4? Minus current address minus I into size of the data type. Current address is this. Minus I equal to, how many times it is? 1 time. 1 into size of the data type, which is nothing but integer. As I told, this is a 64-bit processor. So the size of the data type is, integer type is 4 bytes. So I into 4, nothing but 1 into 4, which equal to 4. So 321486430000 minus 4, right? After that, it print the value like this. Some another value. Now see the pointer addition. How to add a pointer? Nothing but we can add a value to a pointer variable. We can add a value to a pointer variable. How can we add? See the formula for adding a value to a pointer variable. Nothing but current address plus number into size of the data type. It is like an increment operation. There we used here the number as I, here just we used it as number. In a simple increment operation means by default that will be incremented by 1 only. Clear? That will be incremented by 1 only. But like this in addition, as many times you want, those many times we can increment it. That is nothing but pointer addition. This is the syntax of it. So new address which equal to present address or current address plus number into size of the data type. This is almost equal to increment operation. There simply we use here I in place of the number. Why we specified here the twice means general increment decrement operation means by 1. The default number of times is 1 only. If more than 1 time you want to perform, then we will move to the addition and subtractions. So in the pointer addition, how many times you want to increment it, how much value you want to add to that, then you just specify here that as number. Okay. So as we know, for 64-bit and for 32-bit there the size of each one will be different. Now see the example to that. stdioh we have and the main function also we have, and here we declared an integer variable and a pointer variable. and that integer variable is initialized with the value 50, and now we are initializing this pointer variable p. How can we initialize? P equal to ampersand of number. Like this we initialize the pointer variable also. Now see here, just we are printing the value of p. Here the value of p is nothing but address of the number. So here in the printf statement it print the address of the number, nothing but p value. Later we are incrementing it by 3. We are adding 3 to it. P plus 3. In the increment operation, what we did? P equal to p plus 1. So increment means by default it will be incremented by 1. Here it is addition. So 3 we are adding to p. What is the syntax we have? Current address plus I into size of the data type, right? So current address or the current value plus number, what is the number? 3 into the size of which type of variable it is? Integer type. So size of int. So current address plus 3 into size of integer is 4 bytes in 64-bit processor. Now current address plus 12. Clear? Current address plus 12. See, after incrementing, after adding 3 to that, here just we are printing the value of it. Now see the output of it. Address of p, this is before performing the increment operation. Before performing means this is the output of the first printf statement. What is it? 3214864300. After incrementing means after adding, what it displays? See the output. It is 4312. Here it is 4300. What is the difference here? What is the difference? 12, right? Like this, as many times we want, those many times we can increment the pointer variable. Now see, subtraction of it. Like addition, here we have the subtraction. So here number of times we can subtract like a decrement, and the formula for it is current address minus number into size of the data type, right? For 32-bit and for 64-bit the size of the data type will be different. Now see here the example. Good. We consider the standard IO function followed by the main function and the variable declarations. One integer variable we have, number equal to 50, and one pointer variable we declared, and now we are pointing that number with a pointer variable p. Means we are initializing the pointer variable. Now p equal to ampersand number. Means just we are pointing it. Before performing the subtraction operation, just we are printing the value of it. So p. So what is the value stored in that? That we are simply displaying. And then p minus 3. We are subtracting how much? 3. Means as we have seen the formula, current address minus number into what is the number? 3 into the size of the data type. What is the size? Which type it is? The data type is integer. So the current address minus 3 into integer size is 4 bytes. So minus 12. So after subtraction, just we are printing the result of it. Now see the output of it. For the first printf statement, assume this is the address. This is the value of p. And then after decrementing means the printf, the second printf statement output is 288. Here it is 300, it is 288 means minus 12. It is minus 3 means minus 3 into size of the data type which is 4. Just we are doing it. Now see the comparison. Comparison, okay, we know is both the size means the address of the first one as well as the address of the second one is same or not. Which one is more, which one is less. Like that we will compare one with other. By using that comparison we can do by using relational operators. What are the relational operators? Less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to, less than equal to, greater than or equal to, that is nothing but the comparison. So like that using those relational operators we can compare one pointer with another. Means is the two are pointing the same or not? Is the value of both are same or not? That we can do here. So usually is both are same or not same, that will perform. Now for equalizing, when two are pointing the same, usually the value of both becomes same. So most probably these are the pointers which we use for comparison, but such operations may not be used in the pointers. Now see here the main function we have and one variable we have and two pointer variables we have P and Q. Just we are pointing the variable x, this is x with some value. Two pointers we have here, one is P and one is Q. Assume this as 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So here just I am pointing it. P equal to ampersand x means 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 will be stored, means it point this. And Q also pointing the same. So both are pointing the same variable. So the value of P and the value of Q both become same. That we are comparing here. If both are same or not, if P equal to Q, what we are telling, both pointers are equal and pointing the same variable. If both are different, then just we are printing those are not same. Here same variable will be pointed by two pointers. So obviously it prints the output as, which one will be executed here? Both are equal, right? This is about the pointer comparison. And some illegal pointer comparisons also we have. Illegal operations on the pointers. We can do the increment, decrement, addition, subtraction and comparison. Not only those. Some illegal operations also are there which cannot be possible to do. In those, stores the address only. Address plus address. Address plus address means P is pointing a variable x and Q pointing the variable y. Means assume the value of P as 62936 and the address of Q as 32392. Can we add one address with another address? First suppose, okay good, if it is a simple addition we can add the both. By adding these two, the result what we get here, can we find that address location in the memory? No. Are you getting? So this is one address, this is one address. How can we combine both the addresses? Is it possible? No. First suppose assume your house address, okay good. When we are just incrementing that, while we are telling the address next to our house, next to two houses from my house, means just we are adding it. Just we are moving two steps to next. Previous two houses to my house means I will move to back, means increment, decrement I can do. Can I combine two addresses, my house and my friend house as the same? They are staying in somewhere, my house is here, how can I combine both the addresses? Is it possible? Both are the different locations. How can we merge both? Right? So, it is illegal. It is not possible to add two addresses, but just we can increment. Incrementing means as I told now. from my house next to 3 houses, or from my house immediate next house, or from my house immediate back house. Likewise we can tell. Similarly here also. Multiplication of 2 addresses. Assume this is one address and this is a second address. Is it possible to multiply these two? Is that address can be found in memory? No. So this is also illegal. Division of 2 addresses. Modulus and the division, both are illegal. AND operation, nothing but bitwise AND. This is also illegal. XOR OR operations, pipe operations, negation operation, nothing but not. So all these are illegal operations, means simply we can increment, decrement, add and subtract. In the worst case we can compare also. But these operations, addition of 2 addresses, subtraction of 2 addresses, performing these operations on 2 addresses is illegal, right? This is about pointer arithmetic. So here we discussed about what are the arithmetic operations we have, how those operations we can perform on a pointer, what is the possibility there, which are legal and which are illegal with some examples, right? In our next session, we discuss about the relationship between a pointer and the remaining, means how the pointer will be used in the arrays, how it will be used with functions and all. That we will see in the next session. So this is about the pointer arithmetic. Thank you.